Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the 11 Bang Bang channel. I'm your host Ethan Woods, and this is a little weird for this channel, isn't it? Why is this guy who usually does 18th century muskets now wearing an ACH and an IOTV? Well, the reason is because I'm going to put to death or confirm the myth of the Bombay pipe bomb. You see, a few years ago I'd ordered a military heritage musket, and I really did like the musket. Problem is that once I got done shooting the video for it, almost got bit by a rattlesnake, and the knee-jerk reaction was to take a swipe at the rattlesnake with the musket before I got struck. And I ended up breaking the stock, and I completely messed up the lock on the gun, and I'm hoping that I can make enough ad revenue on this video to buy me a new one. But the gun in question is the fusil de chasse. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see how much powder one of these guns can take, and to do that we're using our homemade 4F black powder. Now people might be saying already, well, that stuff's probably not as hot as like Swiss or something like that, and I would say you're probably right. It's not as hot as Swiss, but it's more hotter than GoX, and especially if this is 4F. This is what we usually use for priming. This stuff's going to be pretty warm. Now I've already proofed the gun at 200 grains of powder, so I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to jump straight to 300 grains of powder. We're going to make this sweet, short, and to the point, guys. Let's get started. Okay, guys, that was 300 grains of 4F. No bulging, no cracks in the barrel, no cracks in the stock. We're still good to go with 300 grains and a 60 caliber round ball. Let's bump her up another 150 grains. 450 grains of powder. Let's try her out. Alright guys, whoa, went too much there. This is 4F again. We're going to bump it up another 150 grains because that's what this charge holds, or this measure holds. And this will be 450 grains. So let's start off with 150. And yeah, I've spilled a little bit, but I also added a little more in there than I had to begin with. So 150, 300, 450 grains of powder. We are still good to go. Huh, imagine that. 450 grains of 4F and a wadded round ball with only 2 100ths, a 60 caliber round ball and a 62 caliber musket. A Bombay pipe bomb hasn't blown up yet, guys. Oh no! Let's bump her on up to 600 grains. 150 grains. Check, please. Catch on my Velcro. 300 grains. Check, please. I'll just keep the lid off.
Okay.
I gotta do this 2 more times.
Okay, matches in my pocket.
Yep. 450 grains. Check, please. I'm just gonna keep saying that. 600 grains of powder. Yeah, buddy. That was. What do we got? No splits, no cracks. We have a small chip in the wood. It's kind of to be expected with that, but we're still solid, guys. 600 grains of 4F and a wadded round ball. Let's put 1,000 grains of 4F black powder and a 60 caliber round ball, and let's see what happens. That's about 200 there, which is okay because we gotta make up for about 50. All right, that was 300, or wow, that's 200 grains. 300 We're just going to go and say that was fine because we spilled a little bit. So 150, 300.
Sorry.
Quite a bit over 450. Quite a bit over 600. $750. $900. About to use a whole pound of powder, ain't we? Quite a bit over 1,050 grains, pretty close to 1,100 grains of powder. And I'm throwing in an extra 8-ball here. Go ahead and put the cap on that. 1 60 caliber round ball. 2 60 caliber round balls. 3 60 caliber round balls.
Still filming. We need to adjust it.
All right. There we go.
Oh.
Well, what do we got? Any gun left? Well, we broke the wood. Oh, that did it. And we went and we banana peeled the tip right here. But, fun fact, where the, it's kind of odd that it did it right there at the end too. I can cut this barrel down, still use it. But, we have still got no bulges, no crack. Oh, we got a bulge here. We do have a bulge there. But, I mean, you're going to have a broken shoulder. No doubt. But that's pretty good, guys. That's not too bad. I'm kind of impressed. That was 1,000 grains of powder. Actually, it's like closer to like 1,200. 1,200 grains of powder and 3 round balls, and that was all the damage you had. So, do I think these guns are safe to shoot, guys? Absolutely. Now, some people may go and point to the Iraq Veteran 88 video where he loads the entire barrel with black powder and puts a round ball on the end. That's not going to create near as high of pressures as what we just did here. Because what we did here was we had plenty of room to build pressure behind those 3 balls, and we did 3 round balls, not just 1. So I'd say the military heritage guns, guys, they're good to go. I'm kind of impressed, not going to lie. What do you think, Noah?
Very good. If you're loading that much, you're kind of just asking for it.
Yep, yep. But anyhow, as always, guys, thank you for watching. Trust in God and keep your powder dry. Bye. Okay, guys, just so you know, that's what your shoulder would look like if you tried to fire that charge from your shoulder. And that gun still didn't come apart at the breech in a catastrophic failure. That would have killed you. Impressive. I've got to say, A+ for a smoothbore, thin-walled muzzle, or a thin-walled barreled musket. It held up like a champ. To put that into perspective, guys, of how much power was coming out of the end of that gun, that is the burn mark on the ground going 15 feet in front of the gun. Holy Christmas. Oh, and for those of you worried about us setting the grass on fire, we have fire extinguishers out here. But good night. Just look at the disturbed ground right there. That is insane. That is a cannon charge. That's like a field artillery piece charge. And that Indian-made musket actually didn't. If you were shouldering that, yeah, you're probably going to have a dislocated shoulder. You may catch a bit of shrapnel from the end of the muzzle, but all in all, you're still alive.